What is going on, my good old friends of YouTube? It's your boy Stas here. Welcome back to another video, and cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in as we're going to break down Sofi, the charts, do an update here with the indexes, as well as we're seeing a pretty nice green day across the board. Not a crazy green day, but we are green on Sofi, the indexes. Well, 3 out of the 4 of them here in the U.S. stock market are green, so we have a lot to cover. Hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Join the free email stock newsletter if you guys want, and check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my moves in my portfolio every single week. That is linked down below. And now, cheers. I appreciate you guys for tuning in again. As always, let's dive into it. So right now it's about 1:30 p.m. East Coast time, so we're a little late on the first video for today, but better late than never, like they say. And Sofi is trading at $15.08, up 2 cents on the day, 0.2% in the green. And earlier in the day, guys, we actually hit $15.20, which I do believe brought us above the highs from yesterday, right? So yeah, even though we're not up a crazy amount right now, 0.1%, whatever, not a crazy amount, we still took out the highs from yesterday. Yesterday we hit about $15.15. Okay, and today, again, we hit $15.20 earlier in the day. So we hit that point, right? Higher high, which is great. You're noticing it on the 5-day, 5-minute. And also notice this. You guys remember how we covered in my last video and honestly in a bunch of these Sofi updates, we've covered how 1450 was a big resistance, right? And if I pull up this 20-day chart, you'll see it, and especially on this 4-hour time frame, you'll see it if I zoom in. 1450 was a massive resistance. So the fact that we broke out of it, what was that, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday is a great sign for the bulls. We had a 5% green day. And now the fact that we pulled back and we retested it and we held it as support and bounced off of it, that's even better, man. That's such a good sign overall for the bulls here. You guys can see if I pull up this intraday chart, you can see we hit 1465 this morning as we dumped a bit at open for the first couple of minutes of trading. But since that point, we've rebounded big time. And again, we held the old resistance as support. Now we're bouncing off of it. And even though we're not up a lot on the day, I would consider it a W for the bulls so far today on Sofi stock. And overall, man, we're looking directionally bullish. We really are. We're at multi-week highs now, multi-month highs for that matter on the stock. And, you know, we're pretty much blue skies ahead now to $17 potentially. It's not guaranteed, obviously. We could very well see a pullback before we start going towards that point, but overall, the fact that we're taking out the mid-14s, very, very good sign. And why is overall Sofi doing so well? Well, yesterday we got the inflation data, right, which is from May, and it came in better than expected. So it's showing us we're getting more and more data here. And granted, tariffs aren't included in that, so we'll see how that affects things in the coming months. But for now, we're getting data that's showing that CPI continues to go down. Inflation continues to, you know, come down. And it seems like the Fed has it under control for now, right? And what does that mean? Well, that means potentially here, the closer we get to that 2% inflation number, which is the goal from the Fed, right, which now it's like 2.4%, the likelier we are to get a rate cut, right, which is good for Sofi. Very good for Sofi, right? You know, Sofi wants rate cuts, guys. So the fact that inflation came in better than expected, lower than expected, it's getting lower or closer to 2%. You know, it means cuts are coming sooner rather than later. Now, will we get a rate cut in the next meeting? No, most likely not. But at some point in the coming months, we're probably going to get a rate cut. And do I think it's going to be 1% like President Trump wants? Probably not 1%, but could it be 0.25%? Yeah, obviously it could be, which probably that's what it would be. So, yeah, that's good for Sofi, and a big reason why The stock went up yesterday, and again, it's trading at multi-month highs. What more could you want? This is looking really good at this point. And yeah, 16, 17 bucks is in the cards, guys. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And for me, I own the stock. Obviously, I'm long. I'm just simply holding on here on this breakout after buying the dip up, a couple weeks ago. Not even a couple weeks ago. Literally a week, 2 weeks ago, I was buying the dip after earnings when the stock got down to the mid-12s. 13s even, low mid 13s. I added some shares, and now obviously we're over 15 bucks. So we're looking good, and stocks in general today are looking good as well. Not a crazy day. In fact, the Russell is in the red, 0.3% in the red, but the S&P is up 0.3%. You guys see SPY here is clearly bouncing off this 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart. You're noticing that, and QQQ is looking pretty good as well. QQQ up 0.3%, bouncing off this 50 SMA 4-hour chart, and essentially we're starting to push over 530, 532, which is a good sign. And we're pretty much under now 7-8 bucks from all-time highs on QQQ, and on SPY we're about, let's see here, guys. Excuse me, about under $10. Yeah, now less than $10 from all-time highs on SPY. And the Dow Jones, let me pull the Dow up, not up much, but about 60, 70 points, 0.2% in the green. Not bad for the Dow. So yeah, pretty good day across the board, guys. Not bad. Sofi is moving. We had some earnings come out. I think we have Adobe. It wasn't yesterday. I think Adobe's today after the bell. So Adobe's later today. Keep your eyes on ADBE. I'm pretty sure we had Oracle yesterday, right? Which Oracle, oh my goodness, 14% in the green. So Oracle is completely erupting right now. We didn't cover their earnings. Let's see if I can even find them here on the live news tab. Might not be able to, but I'm assuming they crushed it. Looks like a lot of banks, firms have their, buy ratings going right now and upping their price targets. Deutsche Bank has a buy on Oracle, raises target to 240. Oh, my goodness. D.A. Davidson, 170 target from 150. Okay, looks like Deutsche Bank, though, has the highest that I'm seeing here, $240 price target. Looks like UBS, 225 price target, buy rating on Oracle. So Oracle's erupting right now, guys. I would not buy it here. I think it's actually very overbought, but if you're already in it, kudos to you, man. And honestly, if you were in it as a trade, I would probably personally be locking in profits here. Not financial advice. Do your own research. But yeah, Oracle is on fire, but I would not be surprised at all if this were to pull back at some point in the short term. We shall see, right? And if we pull up Chewy, another one here, CHWY, this is up 3%. The company reported earnings. It looks like yesterday the stock collapsed. So let's see what happened. And I'm not surprised considering Chewy just did not go down for weeks. I mean, the stock just kept on going up. And I guess earnings brought it back to earth a little bit here. So it looks like Chewy adjusted EPS 35 cents versus 34 cents expected. Sales $3.12 billion versus $3.08 billion. So double beat, but it looks like maybe their sales. No, their guidance is decent, for the next quarter, maybe for full year sales. It's a little under the estimate, although they did affirm their guidance. But yeah, it looks like Chewy, guys, dumped a bit yesterday, but now it's rebounding. So maybe it got a little oversold. Keep your eyes on it, though. CHWY. And yeah, might as well wrap the video up there. We're 9 minutes in. Stocks are looking good. SoFi's moving. Pretty good day. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the free email stock newsletter. And check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates. If you want to see what I'm doing every week in my portfolio, where I'm investing thousands of dollars a month, we're trading options. We're selling options mostly, right? We're buying stocks, all that. And I'm beating the market since I started this portfolio about 2 years ago, guys. So check it out. Link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.